Okay, so we're going to have a look at 2011, and it's the Ju.n C1, and it's questions 4 and question 7. Question 4a, equation of a normal. So just write out the formula. You were told the x is 2, so you've got to work out the y. Just take your time working through this. 2 2s are 4 times 2. 2 to the 3 is 8 times 2. So y is minus 1. So sub that in. So y minus your y minus 1. X minus your x. To work out your y, you need the gradient. Sorry, the m, you need the gradient. So dy by dx is 8x minus 6x squared. So x is 2. M is 8 times 2 minus 6 times 4. So m is minus 8. So y add 1 equals minus 1 over minus 8. X take away 2. 2 minuses give you a positive. Bring your 8 across and multiply everything by 8. And I would just bring that other 8 over there, so it's a minus 8, just to keep it nice and tidy. Part B of number 4. Y equals 8x to the half. Differentiate that, par to front and multiply, take 1 off. Differentiate that a second time, par to front and take 1 off. Now the next bit of this question is a play on the notation. So it's your dy by dx squared. There's your dy by dx. So it's 4x to the minus a half squared. 4 squared is 16. Par to par means multiply. Add y times the second derivative. So you see the slight difference there. This one was divided by x squared, and this one is the second derivative. Y is that, your second derivative, plus minus 8 2's. Multiplying numbers, you add the powers. So a half add minus 3 over 2, so it's minus 1. So that is 16 over x minus 16 over x, which gives you 0, which is what they were asking you to find. And lastly, question 7's got a cylinder, so I would draw it out, just give you a bit of a picture of what's going on. The area is the base, add the top, add the middle bit. The middle bit is the circumference, which is pi d times the height. Area, you've got 2 pi r squares. Diameter is 2 radius, so it's 2 pi r times h. You're told this equals 192. You've got a pi in every term, so you can just take that off. You can divide everything by 2 to give you 96 equals r squared, add rh. And you want h in its own, so bring this over, become a take away, and then divide by r. So that's h in its own. Part 2, you want the volume. Volume is the area of the bottom times the height. So it's pi r squared. Your height is up here. So tidying that up, I've got pi r squared over r is an r. So volume, multiplying that out, is 96 pi r minus pi r cubed. dv by dr, differentiate that to find the max min. So differentiating this, you get 96 pi minus 3 pi r squared. For max min, you need dv by dr equals 0. So putting this equal to 0. Get rid of the pi's, divide by 3. So you have 32 equals r squared. So r equals the square root of 32. 32 is the square root of 16 square root of 2. So r is 4 root 2. Don't forget to do the second derivative. So here's dv by dr, so differentiate that again. That one disappears. You're left with minus 6 pi r. When r is 4 root 2, your second derivative becomes minus 6 pi times this, which is a negative number, so it's a maximum. And the question wants you to find the height. Bring out a space here. The height from up there is 96 minus your r squared, which is 32, over your r, which is 4 root 2. And just putting that in your calculators, you get 8 root 2.